Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another ramble. What shall we talk about today? Oh my goodness, I forgot the Palo Santo. Hold on. I'm back with the Palo Santo. We need to cleanse our energy. No, seriously, I know some people think like burning sage and Palo Santo is woo woo, but think about it. When you go to churches and stuff, they're like shaking that incense thing around, and they're burning candles. So riddle me that. Is it really woo woo? There's like a lot of things I think that, especially if you're spiritually inclined, you gotta like protect your energy. You gotta cleanse it. You gotta like maintain that stuff. Yeah. Oh, so I guess today's recording is just gonna be like story time. Like, there's a couple of incidents that occurred, and I was like, that's really interesting. And maybe you can take away from these stories that I'm about to tell you. So, I was having dinner the other night, and, you know, I had my meal, I had my appetizers, I had my entree, and I usually eat until I'm like 60% full, you know. I think anything outside of that 60% makes me feel gross. Like to a point where it's just like I overate. Now my body is under stress, and I can't really enjoy the experience of eating because I just overstuff myself. So as a rule of thumb, I like stop myself at 60%. So I was at 60, and the waiter came by and he was like, "Can I tempt you to get a dessert?" And although, I must say, although it was tempting, it was very tempting indeed to eat a dessert, I declined. And the waiter was like, "Whoa, I commend you. That's great willpower." And you know what? He was absolutely right. In order to, I want to say, live a healthy and balanced lifestyle, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to turn away. Um, and they come in the form of temptation. Like it sounds good. Like, yeah, I could have ate that sugary delight that would have put me over my 60%. It would also, like, I don't know, probably consume some stuff that my body doesn't like. But, or I could have just been like, no, I decline so that I can maintain balance and harmony within myself and not overstress my digestive system. Yeah, seriously. Okay, that's how my mind works. Or these are the kind of dialogues that I have with myself. But yeah, what the waiter said was absolutely correct. There's so many temptations all around us, that can give us like instant gratification, instant relief, temporary distraction from, like, I don't know, something that maybe you don't want to deal with. But I mean, all you're doing is kind of like drugs, you know? You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this analogy? Like when you get sick, like, and you go to the doctor, they just give you drugs. And they're not really addressing the root cause of the issue. They're just kind of like covering the symptoms up, so you can get temporary relief. And I'm not opposed to that. Some people need that. But for me personally, I just feel like I don't like to like just put a band-aid on it. I'd rather just kind of like get to the core root of everything and balance that out in an organic and natural way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I've been practicing self-discipline. So it's like, before I spontaneously or recklessly make decisions to indulge in something, I'll like sit back, take stock of, the choice that lies before me. And then I'll also take stock of the effects it will have after I participate in it. And I will also consider if it's worth it. You know? Like, like how some people do like emotional eating or retail therapy. Trust me, I know. I used to be that person. Yeah, like just to get some temporarily emotional relief, let me distract myself by buying unnecessary things. Or let me go eat the stuff that will make me feel good in the moment but make me feel bad in the long run. I used to participate in that, but now I'm like, I take stock and I practice self discipline, and I say, no, 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 I don't need that. Thanks, though. Yeah. Um, so that's like the first story I wanted to unleash on you, so you would have food for thought. um, Second story, super random. I got off of work, and obviously, I feel like this woman was homeless, but she was kind of lingering and meandering in the vicinity. And I was just like, well, I got some chips and some like gummies. Like maybe she wants that, so she can like have sustenance. And I was like, hey, I didn't say lady, but I was like, in my head, I was like, hey, lady, hey, would you like some chips and some gummy treats? Are you hungry? And she was like, oh no, I have like a special diet, and I actually would really appreciate it though if you got me some goat cheese. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, this lady, wow, thank you. Thank you for reminding me that I shouldn't eat the Cheetos and the gummies, like you're absolutely right. I should probably direct my diet, my dietary needs towards something more like, I don't know, more healthier, you know. And so, yeah, she's like, yeah, I can't eat that stuff, all that processed stuff, but I will definitely, I am open to you for, or to you, to buy me some goat cheese from the supermarket. And I was like, oh, and it was kind of late. It was late, and I was just like, should I like buy this lady goat cheese or should I just decline? And I was like, I have nothing better to do with my time, and sure, you know. So I'm like, yeah, let's go get some goat cheese. This is at like 9:45 at night. And it's like she's like, I can only eat this like $7 like slab of goat cheese. I was like, sure, let's go get it. So we went and got goat cheese, and then she like introduced me to like a brand and a type of goat cheese that I never had before that was actually pretty delightful, you know? So I don't know. I guess that's why I do enjoy being around people. Is like I know like before, and maybe some of you guys still do prefer not being around people, you know. But I kind of like am balanced, like where I do like my alone time, but I do like people. Like I do like people. I've learned to like people just because I've kind of changed my perception of them, and I realize that if we I want to say neglect relating to people, you just don't learn anything. You just kind of like stay in your little freaking box, your little freaking circle of life that you've created for yourself, and then you don't learn anything. You know, like I feel like a lot of my most want to say the most profound lessons I've had were because I was relating to people, you know? Like, I've encountered a lot of people who were just absolutely amazing, and then I've encountered people that were also amazing, but they made me go through a lot of trauma. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, we'd probably see these people as fucking horrible, but ultimately, it's like if I didn't encounter these people who put me through horrible situations, I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I have learned. I wouldn't have acquired the wisdom that I have. I wouldn't have, like, they wouldn't have, like, shown a spotlight on unhealed traumas that I wasn't aware I had. So it's just like, I don't know, like, I feel like with everything, balance. It's like you can learn things on your own to some degree, but you also need people to learn things about yourself, about the world, about how to operate in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I feel like everybody's amazing in different ways, and what kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like, you have people who are like amazing because they like stoke you up and they make you feel more of yourself, and then you have like amazing people that make you feel like shit. Because they're spotlighting parts of yourself that you've been kind of like denying and refusing to look at. But that's where the healing is. That's they're shedding light on wounds that you haven't really been taken care of. You know. So in that regard, yeah, they may not make you feel amazing, but they'll certainly force you to do the inner work. And look at traumas and wounds and like emotions that you haven't contended with that have been long standing and have been kind of like distorting your view on life and directing you in such a way that is harmful. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I am so thankful for everyone, even people who have freaking hurt me. Nothing but love. Nothing but love for all of the people. But, anyways, going back to the lady with the goat cheese. Oh my god. Yeah, like if I hadn't met her, I wouldn't have known like that the sundry store was open till 10, that there was like all these different variations of goat cheese that was actually yummy. And she also was really cool. Like, so like I bought her slab of goat cheese. And then before I checked out, she was like, "Wait, do you want to buy one for yourself?" And then she introduced me to one with like, I don't know, like it was like honey and like some kind of sweet flour. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll try it." And that's the thing. You got to be open to trying new things. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you know. But yeah, I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll try that. Your suggestion." And so I bought 2 slabs of goat cheese, and then the lady, the store clerk, put it in a paper bag, and I proceeded to hand this paper bag to the homeless lady, and she's like, "No, no, no." She's like, "No, you shouldn't even put your cheese in the bag because it like affects it energetically." I was like, "Oh." She's like, "Yeah, take it out of the bag. Like, don't put things in bags because it affects it energetically." And I was like, "Whoa." Like, I don't know how true that is, but man, this lady was like, she may have been homeless, but she certainly seemed enlightened, and I was very, very glad to have encountered her because she taught me new things. You know. So that's why, like, yeah, I know, like, being a recluse is so comfortable, because you get to stay in your little cocoon and you get to, like, do your own thing at your own time and your own pace and be, like, in your own energy. But, man, you gotta learn how to relate to people, man, because relating to people, that's how you learn, too. It's a different way of learning, you know? Anyways, I don't know if this video made sense, but thanks for stopping by, and I hope you're having a good day. A good day. I know sometimes like I talk too fast, like, and sometimes I talk. I don't know. It just depends. Like sometimes like my brain is still processing information, so it kind of slugs along, and it struggles to get the information out. And then there's other times where like the information is coming too fast, and then my mouth can't keep up with the information, and so I start like slurring and stumbling and stuff. Tomato, tomato. What can I do about that? Life be life in. Anyways, yeah, have a good day. And until next time, take care of yourself because you're the most important investment. And remember to be present, because the present moment is where all the magic happens. Amen.